Men don't want love, they want respect. Y'all keep trying to love these men, but you don't even respect them. And that's why he don't even look at you the same no more. Because men don't crave love the way women do. They crave respect. Respect is a man's love language. You can tell a man, I love you every day. Cook, clean, post him on your story, even have his kids. But if you talk to him like he's beneath you, discredit him in public, or make him feel like a fool, it's over.
I just realized a huge difference between men and women, and that is that women can be right and just be right. She can just stand by it. But a man, if he's right, he needs to figure out a way how to be right without hurting her feelings.
Begging for intimacy can destroy a man mentally. Study finds that repeatedly begging for intimacy or affection can lead to anxiety, depression, and emotional withdrawal. And it doesn't stop there. He started questioning his self-worth. He started getting that thought that, am I good enough or not? Some men develop insecurities and resentment, while others just detach and stop caring. See, a healthy relationship should be built on mutual understanding and emotional stability.
Oh, another person calling me a pick-me? Aw, it's just adorable when that happens. But I'm curious, what exactly is one basing that particular opinion on? I'm always intrigued to hear these statements.
Be wondering why my husband isn't as affectionate as he once used to be.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
Yep, it's a slow and painful for a man, and it starts right there. As soon as you start acting like you're doing him a favor, he's done. A lot of men will continue to trudge on through to make the marriage work, but after years of rejection, he is going to stop trying. And not a lot of women are going to have this level of self-awareness to realize that's why.
If I was a guy, I'd be so scared to be in a relationship in America because they are willing to be traditional, but the women are not. And they get nothing in return for their money, their time, or their resources. And the girl ends up cheating or not willing to cook or make a sandwich, and it's just, I'm so happy I'm not a man.
The reason that you have a lot of these guys now saying that they don't want to be in relationships and they don't want to date and it's not worth it to them is just because it's like, I'm giving you what you're asking for. I'm giving you what you say you need. And then when it comes to me asking for what I need, you're just like, no, right? You're just not willing to do it.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Wait, what'd you say?
I know you're watching football all day, so I'm gonna go get you some more beer and make some wings for lunch. And I was also thinking that we could hang that TV outside so you could have 2 games at once. Why are you crying?
It's just the first time that you've said that you've loved me in a while.
How do you meet a Dutch guy? Would they ever approach you first?
No, they never approached us. Nobody ever approached us. When we were sitting in the bar, nobody came to us. We were like, are we ugly or something? What the going on? I'm usually the one that approached a guy.
Wow, this is gonna get a ton of reactions.
Men are really afraid to approach women. I think ego, that's also a Dutch thing. They don't want to get rejected. Yeah, just go for it, you know? Just don't go for it too much, you know? A Dutch woman can easily show off what she thinks. Yeah. So if she's not like really interested, she will let you know. So then just stop. You know? Just talk with us, just be normal, casual, and don't make a big thing out of it.
Right? And we didn't have all this stuff we do now either. They actually had to go to the store. They didn't have delivery services, no dishwashers, no Instant Pot. Plus, a lot of people cook from scratch, so you're 100% correct. There was so much more they had to do realistically to maintain the home. It kind of makes sense to why it was a full-time job, especially if you had kids you were taking care of. On top of that, I feel like the overall comparison just doesn't make sense.
Women exist for men.
Really?
So why are you listening to them?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Women don't want to admit it, but they know it's true. When they fall in love with a guy and they're with a man, it's all they think about.
What I find truly amazing is that there are a lot of individuals like this that claim they know what women are actually thinking, while at the same time making it incredibly obvious that they probably have never actually been in a relationship with a woman.
And meanwhile, we're just working. We're thinking about purpose, they're thinking about us.
Amazingly enough, there are actually individuals out there that believe this drivel.
So it begs the question, why are you valuing their opinion? Why are you treating them like an equal?
Ever wonder what a misogynist really looks and sounds like? Well, there you go.
Hi, women don't leave good men. It usually takes a woman a really long time to leave a bad one. From a young age, women are socially conditioned to attach, endure, and repair. And we're taught that love requires patience, sacrifice, and trying harder, even when we're unhappy. Many women stay not because it makes sense, but because we're conditioned to take responsibility and make it work. Women don't walk away from emotional safety, consistency, respect, and accountability. And growth. So if a man talks badly about his exes or women in general, psychologically that signals blame shifting, lack of accountability, and low emotional maturity, and resentful attachment. That's not bad luck with women, it's a pattern. You're not the lucky one. Women don't leave good men. If he's claiming he did nothing wrong in every past relationship, you're going to find out why the hard way.
What modern women don't understand is there's a lot of good guys out there that exist. The man that you want, the good man that you want exists. He's just not interested in you, right? So that's a little bit different from not existing. He exists. He's here. He's real. He's just seen the way that you act. So he just doesn't exist for you.
The girls that know they're hot and the girls that are all like, I'm like, haha, you don't deserve me, all that. You know they're going to treat you like dirt.
I hate to be that girl, but I do feel sympathy for men because they'll never understand what it feels like as a girl to just post on your Instagram story. And you just scroll through the likes and you're like, I'm gonna be okay. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be okay. Maybe some guys like really do get that. But I do think a majority of men miss out on that luxury. And it really is just that. It's like, oh, I have this little thing at my disposal. Like, let me just, hey guys. And it's very charmed life to be a girl.
This is the trap for women. This is the trap that allows women to think they have all the time in the world. They can stall because they're getting all this attention online. So they're like, oh, I'm good. I can stall. I don't have to have kids now. I don't have to really prioritize like dating now. Look at all this attention I'm getting. I'll have plenty of time.
Why a man who's truly secure won't chase women. And I'll tell you why. Let's get into it. Number one, if he's truly this type of guy, he ain't gonna have an issue with women. Women love us, a confident man. Y'all, when a man is secure, he's good with being on his own. I think a lot of people just try to fill in the space because they dislike being alone. Which, y'all, if you don't like your own company, that's a red flag. This type of guy doesn't mind his own company. He doesn't need you. He may want you, but he don't need you. And because he doesn't need you, he ain't gonna chase you. Which to me, ladies, is a strength, honestly. Because you want a man who is secure enough and disciplined enough to be able to say no to what he knows isn't for him, no matter what mood he's in, or how good it looks. Not a man who's willing to say yes to low-hanging fruit in order to fill that void within himself and continue to distract himself on the work he needs to be doing. I know we may have been taught to go for the guy that's chasing us and trying to get us to like him, but riddle me this. Why would a man who truly knows his value do that?
Women out there, you know what your men want?
Yeah, because being in a relationship and being proud of not caring about what they want and need is something to be excited about. And so many women wonder why they can't find a great man. You do realize internet is public, right? And probably a lot of men see these videos. And yeah, maybe you're thinking, oh, it's a joke. But for a lot of men who have dealt with some bad relationships, they're not willing to take that risk because if that's your actual mentality, he knows it's going to be a one-sided relationship where you're not going to reciprocate. He's not going to waste his time on that. Instead, he'll go hang out with his friend, play some video games, go golfing, go enjoy his life. You should genuinely care about the person you're in a relationship with. You should care about what they want and need. And you should do everything within reason to give them what they want. There should be compromise, respect, admiration, loyalty. A lot of people don't know how to do any of that these days. And it's absolutely pathetic.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
There's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie. You tell me.
Listen, there's not a lot of good men who want y'all. I'm clapping for myself. Where the good man at? Like they hiding under a rocker in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're going to walk right by you. Your pretty face ain't going to go too far because everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. But there's plenty good men. They just don't want your I ain't never heard no woman say, I know I ain't. When have you ever heard a woman admit to not being? She'll say, this man ain't he ain't he was bad. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. But for the most part, every woman think they're a good woman. What makes you a good woman? Who's auditing that you're a good woman? You are auditing yourself. Why don't you ask your exes what they think? Because all your relationships diminished and ended in turmoil.
Ladies and podcast. Maybe I'm selfish.
A lot of these guys out here, man, they were doing a lot of stuff for you. But then they realized that each and every time they got close to the finish line, and all of a sudden that finish line is moving. All of a sudden that finish line doesn't exist. It was a mirage. And basically, no matter what I do, no matter what I achieve, it's not good enough for you. So instead of me just chasing you down and trying to figure out what it is that I can do, what more can I do to gain your favor and attention, I just go do something else that's worthwhile.
You know what I just realized about relationships? A guy starts off by putting 100% in the beginning of a relationship. And over time, that will slowly go down from like 100 to 95 to 90 to 80 to 85. And then you notice, and you only notice when it goes down to like 75 or 80%, and then you say something. And then when you say something, he puts back 5% effort and you're content. You're like, okay, he put in some effort, but it never goes back up to 100 or 90 or 95. It just goes from like that 75 to 80. And then it goes back down again to like 70. And then it goes down to 60. Long story short, it'll just go back down to 10% when it started at 100.
If a man does this, it's not because he has a problem giving effort. The problem he has is giving that effort and not receiving any effort back. And of course, like early on in dating, that man knows, like he's supposed to give. But at some point, he wants some amount of reciprocation. Because at some point, that man is just trying to figure out if you like him. And if you're never giving effort back, he's really starting to think that you just don't. And then why does it make sense for him to continue investing in someone that doesn't even like him?
So I just found out that I'm not hot. And this was based on a really humbling experience where I'm trying to get 4 men together to help me move a really heavy object from point A to point B. Not a far point A to point B either. And I can't do it. It can't be done. I'm in hell. I've tried for days, texting every man I know. Can you please come help me move this heavy thing? It's a piece of granite, by the way. I think we can use that as a gauge. Number 1, can you get a group of men to help you move a heavy object from point A to point B? Number 2, how far can you get them to move it? Because what I need is a piece of granite moved about 15 feet. Cannot gather 4 men to do that. Oh, I can't. I'm going to be hung over that day. Oh, I can't. Football is on. Wah. Number 1, they don't make men like they used to. Because how come nobody wants to be helpful? Little helpless old me? You want me to pick up the granite slab? Why? You're not being helpful. Number 2, I need to level up.
I'm sorry, but this is not telling of how hot you are. This is telling of how many men that you've placed in your friend zone. And it sounds like they all exited themselves without you even realizing. Because if you think that men are just going to give all of that effort, all of that time just because you're attractive and you're literally just sitting there and you're not reciprocating anything back, they are over that. They would rather have a true friend that they're putting effort towards, or they'd rather have somebody that's wanting to be in a real relationship with them. It's that simple. Stop trying to expect things from men when you're giving them literally nothing back.
Let's talk about the lady who's constantly moving the goalpost. Oh, do this and we'll be good. Oh, I'd be happy if you did blank. Oh, really? And then you do the thing, and she's still not happy. All of a sudden, it needs more, double, triple. So this puts you in a position where you never know where you fully stand in the relationship. It's a way to encourage you to constantly work harder. You can earn her. It also gives her the benefit of not having to appreciate you because you haven't met what she asked yet. So no thank you needed, no appreciation needed. That also means that you can't really ask for what you want because you're too busy working on what she wants all the time. It gives her a sense of feeling important because no matter what you do, it's not enough. You might put up with it because you're a kind-hearted man and you genuinely want her to feel loved and cared for, not realizing that nothing you do is going to be enough in this situation. She might even put down your effort. She might be like, oh, you need to communicate more. So you do that. Oh, you're so emotional. What? In the whole relationship, you're just walking on eggshells.
Robbie, what's up? Well, it's a hurricane, yeah, and it's coming down on you.
Where do I even start with this one? This is toxic at its lowest level. This couple in public, yeah? Arguing, tension, written all over them. He clearly wants space. He's walking ahead, trying to calm himself down. You can clearly see that he does not want to deal with her right now. He is begging for space, and she won't stop. She keeps poking him, she keeps pushing him, she keeps following him, she keeps wanting to engage. And she's disrespecting him publicly in front of many people. This is the worst thing you can do to a man in public, especially when he's at this state. When he pulls away, that is not the moment to go and chase him. That is the moment to back off right away. Walk next to him quietly, or walk behind him, or walk away and let him breathe and come back to you. But do not keep egging him on. Don't nag him. Don't instigate him. All you do is make him feel trapped, embarrassed, and disrespected. Not good. Men do not regulate like women. Sometimes they need some silence. Sometimes they need a little bit of distance, and sometimes they need a moment to cool down and cool off so they don't explode at you more. But she didn't give him that. She cornered him in public. No privacy, no space, no dignity at all. If your man is asking you for space, respect it. Give him that moment. That is how you keep the relationship from blowing up. And that's how you keep the respect alive. Women, don't do what this woman is doing.
You know, a lot of these modern women are thinking that men are bitter. He's not really bitter, he's just more informed about what's going on. He's looking at past decisions, rearranging some things, and deciding, okay, let me figure out how best to avoid this. Because when you look at bitterness, it's more of an emotion. Anger, upset, and wanting revenge, that's more of an emotion. He's looking at you from a cost-benefit analysis. So using information to make practical decisions and say, okay, this is the type of woman that I need to avoid.
For proper context and for proper perspective, please do follow this comment back to the original video that it came from. It is in fact a doozy. Now, this individual is actually advocating for males to get mandatory vasectomies. What's the reason why? I'm sure some are wondering. Well, not only does one think, apparently, that women's bodies are still regulated. I look forward to seeing those particular regulations in writing, by the way. But also, it's because women are oppressed and they always have been. My goodness. How precisely are women oppressed in the United States or Canada at this current point in time in history? Please, I look forward to seeing that. But the best part about all of it is that the age at which they think that these mandatory vasectomies, might I add, that is possibly an irreversible medical procedure, should begin at age 11 for males, is what they are actually indicating. Age 11. Might I remind everyone, specifically one individual in particular, that an 11-year-old is a child. How exactly is that going to fix the supposed oppression that women are currently facing? I can't wait to hear the justification of wanting to perform such types of medical procedures on children.
Inside my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow.
Fellas, stop lowering your expectations and your standards for these dusty, musty, crusty women that are comfortable with having rosters and situationships just because you find her attractive. A real man is gonna know what he brings to the table, and he's not gonna freaking settle for somebody that's comfortable with having manic episodes and blaming their bipolar on every other ex-boyfriend because he's a narcissist. Stop going for these women that only have their bodies to offer you. Most women give themselves away. All you have to do is vet them correctly, because 9 times out of 10, if you go to her social media and she's talking about her deadbeat baby daddy, or she's twerking on the internet and she's acting trashy as do not lower your standards for that just because she's trying to gain some internet fame, because that's exactly who she is, and she's showing you exactly who she is, and you need to believe it. Stop going for these women that are immature, that have no self-worth, that want you to fix them because she's not your freaking project. Stop letting these women manipulate you because you're likely number 5 on her roster and she doesn't really like you. And you need to have boundaries and standards in place because you know what the fuck you bring to the table. Stop sleeping with women that don't have any respect for themselves, because 9 times out of 10, if you keep attracting these types of women, it's because you're attracting exactly who you are.
Don't let these women into your life that are not going to bring you peace, because all they're going to do is take. They're going to destroy your confidence. They're going to say that your freaking masculinity is too feminine, and they're going to manipulate you into being lesser of a man because they want to control you. You need to believe what these women show you. Stop being naive. Stop being manipulated. Have standards. Have expectations. Know your worth, and don't settle. Okay, bye.
A lot of these modern women are thinking that men are going to wait forever, but honestly and truly, waiting forever isn't a realistic timeline. And I think they know that. They just want to live in a fantasy. They want to live in a fantasy world where they think that a man is just going to hang around and I want to go out there and make so many mistakes, knowing that it's not even a mistake. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do it anyway. But I want you to be there at the end waiting for me, because I'm going to exhaust my options. And then the line, as in a movie, is going to be like, I just had to know for sure that you were the one. Well, I mean, when you don't have any other options, what else would it be?
I hate talking about my girls, but if this is what you do as a woman, you are a loser. You go on dates for free food. Girl, really? This is one of many things I will not have your back on. That's lame. You're lame for that. Using men, period, is weird. You're weird.
Scream? I don't hear anything. Were you screaming? Ah! Am I the worst? Is this soundproof? Yeah. Wait. Did you do it? Yeah. No, you did not. Did you hear me? I didn't even hear you. You didn't hear me? No. No one heard you. Okay. No one heard you. Wait, okay, in that case, the shirt would be worth it.
Hey y'all, quick picture. Me and my mother are about to go out, and I was like, let's twin. We've never done this before. So we're twinning in Ira that drops February 22nd. She's so cute. I'm wearing a size small, top and bottom. I got this rosary. I'm not gonna wear a purse tonight. No earrings, actually. I don't know why I just did that. And then I got these white sweats. I have like nothing over here. And then
I have on a large in the bottoms. The top is a small. Look at the, oh my God, look at the sleeves, my favorite. And I'm wearing a nude heel. Hey!
Whoa!
Sensational.
Men actually respect marriages. My DMs were extremely dry. Nobody would approach me. But these women, they will throw themselves at a married man like it's nothing. It's like, oh, well, whatever.
I want to say no, because that's usually my go-to. Let's say I'm walking down the street, somebody's trying to talk to me, I don't want to be bothered. That's my first line. I'll say, sorry, I'm married. And the first thing is, well, where's your ring at?
Yeah, I feel like it's all about how the woman carries herself, right? Because men are only going to approach who they feel are approachable.
One of our iconic episodes where Eli tells a woman to stop messing with a married man.
Is he toxic to me? No. He does what the I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely, because he's not.
Well, why are you dealing with it like that, son?
What can we do his wife?
Hey!
Shay!
It's
what are you talking about?
How's that not your business?
Shay. That's not my business.
It's something about a man that's in a committed relationship that just turns other women on. I think women are very attracted to men that's taken because they want to see why he's taken. Women know that men are in other relationships and will be the aggressive one pursuing that person.
I feel so bad for men. I'm at the park walking and a woman approaches me. She seemed legitimately concerned about her safety and I'm like freaking out and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do to help you out here? You want me to walk with you? You want me to walk you to your car? She brings up how eerie it is that she's alone at the park because there really wasn't that many people here. And then she mentions, I'm seeing these men and I'm like, okay, what are they doing? Like, what do we need to do? She's like casually talking to me and then she kind of walks ahead of me and she's still talking to me and stuff, which is fine. It's like, okay, what do I need to do? And she excuses herself and she's walking ahead of me because she walks really fast. And then she kept mentioning like she was further up the trail and she kept turning around around and saying stuff to me like, oh, hopefully some more people will be here soon so we're not here by ourselves and all this stuff. And I'm like, what is going on? Finally, I see the first guy that I've seen this whole time as I've been walking, and he's got his headphones in with his dog, just doing his thing, not bothering anyone. And most of the people I've been seeing here have just been women, you know, walking with their coffees or whatever it is. I mean, it's 11 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. I'm not saying bad things don't happen at that time, but to be freaking out. And I know some people have been through traumatic experiences and it makes them like this, like extra cautious. I can't imagine being a man and having to, you know, you're just minding your own business, doing your thing, and random people you don't even know treat you like you're a threat or if you're this horrible person. And I know before the ladies come at me, I know we have to be careful. I know that 1% of men might come after us, but this is self-inflicted.
A lot of these modern women, they anchor their lives on the plot. And a lot of times, the plot can take twists and turns. And a lot of times, those twists and turns invoke, or they invite, or they, at the end of it, will give you some sort of adrenaline rush, some sort of passion, which is great if that's what you're trying to chase. Unfortunately for you, modern woman, relationships are a little bit more stable, where you're not always getting that high all the time, right? So unfortunately for you, whenever that dopamine rush expires and you finally realize that you should have been looking for stability the whole entire time, now you're in trouble. And now you're asking, what happened to the good men?
Most women get married because they want financial security. Why else would I tie myself down to you, have your children, if you're not going to take care of us?
Because I love you, you love me. We can sleep in the sleeping bag outside. We love each other.
Oh my God.
That's why you get married, right?
No.
If he loves her, he's going to grow with her and love her. The money.
Nobody cares about that.
Man,
Nobody
that's
cares.
Why the world
I'm
is messed
sorry.
up.
These women ain't sleeping in no sleeping bag until you get on your feet. Some of you dudes are stupid. These women are telling y'all the reason why they would marry y'all, and y'all still think it's for love. Newsflash, those women have phased out years ago. That's why a lot of y'all men keep coming into marriages leaving your assets unprotected, then wonder why when it all fails, she want to take it all. Fellas, divorce results will show you why a woman married you. What is she likely to ask for in event of a divorce? That is what she wanted from the beginning. And when it ends, she still wants it. So let's stop being ignorant. And to the fellas out here that got their women outside living in sleeping bags until they get on their feet, y'all are stupid if you think a woman who would sleep in the streets with a bum is going to be loyal. A woman who would be with a bum would be with any man. If any man is thirsty enough to take her out of that situation, you'd be in that sleeping bag by yourself. So when you get up, you need to cut her the off and start over with somebody new. It's a cruel world out here, boss. I don't make the rules.
There is no right time to approach a woman. If she thinks you're ugly or she doesn't find you attractive, any time is going to be the wrong time. I want you to remember that. When men contemplate whether they should approach a woman or not, they psych themselves out with little things that are really trivial, like, oh, maybe I should do it at this time or this time. Yeah, there's obvious times where it wouldn't be the best time, you know, like nighttime at a gas station or somewhere where it's super crowded and overstimulating, or when she's like super locked in at the gym with headphones on, face buried in the phone. But ultimately, no matter what, no matter how inconvenient it might be, if she likes you, it's always going to be the perfect time for you to approach. You won't know if it's a good time until you try that. Now, I'm not saying to do so, but there are similarities. And just like how I tell people not to stress about the first date, because if she is truly interested in you and attracted to you, then the first date, wherever it is, it's trivial. You can take her to a car wash and to McDonald's after, if you so choose. It's not a good date idea, but if she really likes you, she really wants to talk to you, it doesn't matter where you take her. She wants to get to know you. Then I hear often is, oh, I won't do it right now. She looks busy right now. I wouldn't want to bother her. You're only bothersome because she doesn't want you. Think about that. A lot of these issues that men have within the dating realm always comes back down to inherent skill issues or just basic attraction. Now, not everything boils down to such a superficial perspective like that, but in most cases, it does. Join the Discord, one-on-one Coaching in the Bio. You guys have a great day, night, whenever you see this.
Seriously? The first thing out of your mouth is, where were you? Do you hear yourself, Ethan? I was gone for a few hours, not kidnapped.
I asked a simple question.
No, you did not. You came at me with that cold tone like I owe you a full report. It's controlling. It's suffocating. It's actually insane.
It was a concern.
Oh, please. Men always call it concern when they want access. I'm allowed to have space. I'm allowed to be out living my life without updating you like some employee clocking in.
Your freedom is not the issue.
Then what, Ethan? Since you clearly have a speech prepared.
Silence.
Silence? That's dramatic. I was gone for a few hours. You're acting like I vanished off the earth.
In a relationship, unexplained silence has weight.
There you go again. Making everything sound philosophical so you can avoid admitting you're just controlling.
No, control tries to own the person. I'm speaking about the effect.
Effect? You asked where I was. Don't dress it up.
A missing package doesn't become rude because someone tracked it.
That is such a stupid thing to say.
When something valuable goes missing, people check where it went. Not to attack the mailman, because the package matters.
So now I'm a package?
No. The connection is... but trust still feels the impact of silence. People call it control when they don't want to face the effect of their choices. But control tries to own a person. Clarity protects a connection. And every time silence replaces communication, trust pays for it. That is not emotion. That is structure.
And to just leave like that after somebody just put money in your car, put your gas.
What you mean? Leave like what?
When I was saying like, thank you, babe.
That's his literal job, right?
Baby, the way y'all be missing these free open layups needs to be studied. Like, the lane is wide open for this, okay? Here's the thing. That mindset you have, that mindset right there is how relationships start to break down. Because the moment you start calling your partner's effort a job, you've turned something that was done out of care into something that's now considered an obligation. That's not sexy at all. Because now it's not about doing it out of love, it's doing it out of a duty. And nobody wants to feel like they're clocking into some type of job with you. Like, let me meet my requirements for the day. And here's the thing. Appreciation is not ever going to be optional in a relationship. It is a requirement. It is a requirement. And if you can do it daily, you need to do it daily. I don't care how expected something, is in a relationship. When someone does something for you, especially something intentional like that, you acknowledge it. Baby, acknowledge it. A simple thank you. Baby, I love when you fill my tank up. You can fill another type of tank tonight. Like, you can make it, like, be cute with it. You don't have to be, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a basic sign of respect. And you could tailor it to how your man likes to be spoken to, right? And I think that's what a lot of women miss is appreciation is actually a core emotional need for men. For a lot of men, baby. Respect and appreciation is how they actually experience love. Hear me again. Appreciation and love, or appreciation and respect is how men experience love. It's how they feel seen. It's how they actually feel valued in a relationship. So when it's missing, it doesn't go unnoticed. It changes how that man is going to start showing up for you. If he shows up at all. Because even if you think about it on like a psychological level, right? People repeat what feels appreciated. So if you want someone to keep showing up for you, you don't minimize. You never, ever minimize their effort. You reinforce it. You give that positive reinforcement that you acknowledge what they do. You see what they do and you appreciate what they do, right? And so the thing is, when that starts to happen, when someone feels unappreciated, that energy y'all got between y'all, it's going to change. It's going to change and you're going to notice and it's going to hurt. It goes from like, I want to do this for you to like, oh, I guess I got to do it for you. Like no one that mindset. Nobody wants to carry that mindset.
It's funny that these modern women say a whole bunch of nonsense, but these are the same women who said that men aren't owed anything. Well, you're not owing anything. Man, people don't owe you anything. You're supposed to just be a good person, and that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. Okay, then why are you asking a man to give you anything? Why are you asking a man to give you the premium treatment? Why are you asking a man knowing that you're not going to give anybody anything, knowing, oh, I don't owe you nothing, but you owe me your wallet. You owe me an Uber ride to this restaurant. You owe it to me to come into my town, everything on my terms. You got to ride through traffic. There was a woman talking about it was too far for her to drive. So she wanted a man to drive through traffic 45 minutes one way, pick her up, drive back through traffic, have the date, and drive back and drop her off, and then drive back home. They don't mind you spending your money. They don't mind you doing anything that inconveniences you. They think that's the way it's supposed to go. Absolutely not.